Hi guys, and welcome to a Tuesday night draft video on the channel, and I'm hoping today we can get some very nice drafts in for you guys, because since it's Tuesday night drafts there should be some very good players available, so hopefully we can get that 88 overall. And from the title of the video you'll probably know what I've got. At this point I'm not sure, so it's a good start with a 97 Tom Brady there, second best rating QB I think you can get. Nice second pick there. Probably going to go young and go with Haley over Dion there. I haven't used that Haley card and I've heard a lot of good things about him. Next pick, this one's a little bit difficult actually. Sutton seems like the easy option. In a 3-4 he doesn't look great though, but he should be fairly decent. He'll be better than the gold defensive tackle we have anyway. A nice pick here as well. 92 DeMarco Murray. Very nice card. Very good all-rounder actually. So, we could have got Le'Veon Bell. Didn't see who else was in the last round actually, but I don't think anyone would have been better than Kobe Fleener. He's very, very good for a receiving tight end, so he'll slot nicely into the tight end spot. Going to go with Chris Chester there. Already got a running back and already got a tight end, so he was the logical pick. Next round, once again, Brandon Cooks, the only player we can really go with. Everyone else would have been a backup. Oh, a not high 90s round. Von Miller or Rashad Jones or Jack Youngblood. Going to go with Jones though, just because I already have an outside backer in Haley. Next round, you know, so it's a fairly decent round once again. Decent elites. Could go Olivier Vernon, but I'm going to go with Earl Thomas, just because he makes so many plays for me in Ultimate Team. Hopefully he'll do the same in draft. This round, oh, if we didn't have a strong safety there, that Malcolm Jenkins card is nice. I'm going to go for Luke Kuechly. Just get a nice middle linebacker in there. Might user him a little bit. Hopefully we can get another quick guy who we can user instead. Well, this is quite a difficult one. We do need all these positions. Probably going to go with a lineman, just because Brown's not that great an outside linebacker. A bit slow. Next round, and pretty glad we didn't take him there. Oh, we do have Hyde at cornerback, and we don't have a corner yet. Tyler Lockett would be nice, but we do already have Brandon Cooks, and the other two positions are quite vital. So I'm going to build up the linebacker core a little bit. We're coming towards the end. Not having actually looked at the overall yet. We're up to an 86, so this could potentially be an 88 right off the bat. Tyreek Hill there, very nice card. Unfortunately not good for the overall, but he will be good for gameplay, because him and Brandon Cooks both so fast. Needed a corner and we got that 87 overall. Can we bump it up to the 88? That's a nice round, but all positions we already have, so I don't think this will actually take us up to the 88 overall. Doesn't look like it will in the top right. Overall, that's still a very good draft though, but I think I might get some games in with this one and then do another draft. So if I do get another good draft, it'll be in the video. If not, I might upload another draft tomorrow. I might keep doing it and then upload another one tomorrow, but if not, it will be in the video. But 87 overall, pretty good first draft. But I'll either jump into the gameplay or another draft now. So guys, we have got another draft. Just did the other one. Got some nice gameplay, which will be after this one. So definitely look out for that after this draft. If I even end up putting this in the video. Hopefully I will. Hopefully this will be the elusive 88 that a lot of people do want. And that's the best way to start it. 98 Michael Vick. I've never actually used a Michael Vick card. So I'm hoping to get good things from him. And a 97. Arguably the best start you can possibly get. The only better card would have been Lynch, but that Sharp card looks pretty damn nice. Another nice elite round as well. Good feeling about this one, guys. Good feeling about it. So we're up to 90 on AP there. 89 overall, wide receiver or Zach Ertz. Might go with AJ Green. Zach Ertz is also a good card, so I'm going to go with him solely for the purpose of overall. I think AJ Green would have been a bit better for the team, but I'm going to go with Ertz just to hopefully get that nice overall. We're already up to an 82. So Perryman. Hunter is a very good card, but in a 3-4 not so good. So I'm going to go with Perryman. I know he's not the quickest, but I mean 82 speed isn't anything to scoff at, especially in draft when you're coming up against the gold receivers. So another nice elite round here though. Dontari Poe will be nice for us. Still on an 82. Thought we'd be a bit higher by now. There we go, 83 coming in. Once again, Rashad Jones. I seem to get him in every single draft I do. And I always pick him just because he is an absolute beast of a card. And a nice overall to go with that. Another nice elite round, actually. Don't think we've got a gold round yet. So, up to an 84. Two good linemen. Not going to go with Andre Johnson. I'm going to go with Gabe Jackson there. Just because... Actually, I don't have a reason. Just going to go with him because 93 over. I've never seen that card, that 93 overall cornerback there. Now up to an 85. Going to go for the left guard in Sitton. And we're already up to an 86 actually. This could be the one. This could be the draft that we have been waiting for, the 88 overall. These picks aren't that great though. Frank, you're going to go with Clark there. 88 overall right end. Hopefully this pick will boost us up. We only have we have 4 rounds to go, so I am feeling good about this. We already do have a corner, don't have a left end, so I'm probably going to go with Vic Beasley. Just for overall, to be honest. I know he's not going to be great in the scheme, but for overall, he will be good for us. We were up to an 87, now there we go. Back up to an 87. Thought the game glitched a little bit there. Yeah, I'm going to go with the receiver, just because I don't think a centre will be too important. A receiver definitely will be. And a 93 overall Jadeveon Clowney will get us up to an 88 overall already. Can we push for the 89? And we got 99 overall Kraus, 97 overall Kraus, and 94 overall Urlacher. I don't know, Kraus could go over to the free safety, but I'm going to go with Urlacher just to make the team that little bit better. Let me know how you would have drafted differently, guys, and if you want to see this draft gameplay, I want to get the video to 25 likes, and then I'll have the gameplay tomorrow. So hopefully we can reach that target. So guys, as I said in the earlier part of the video, if we do hit 20 likes on today's video, I'll get the gameplay out of that 88 overall draft tomorrow. But we do have the gameplay from the 87 overall draft, the first one in the video today, and we got every single game we actually played with the team, and we did actually end up winning the draft. So a little bit of foreshadowing there, but I'll just show you how good the team actually played and what players actually stood out for me. So overall, DeMarco Murray was absolutely unbelievable for me. I can't think of a better running back I've used all year, to be honest. He was so good at everything. Receiving, he was trucking people, he was pretty elusive. He was just so good at pretty much everything. I mean, I've used LeGarrette Blount quite a lot this year, and I usually love trucking backs, and DeMarco Murray isn't the most power trucking back there is going, but he was very good for me. And also someone else who made a huge play there getting the fumble was Haley. I know he's an Ultimate Legend and you expect them to be good, but I didn't expect him to be quite as good as he actually was. He was absolutely phenomenal. He was just laying the lumber so often. He was making so many big hits, and just, to be honest, I think him alone made the defence so solid. As you can see here, DeMarco Murray making a nice play, picking up a nice gain of about 10-15 yards there, just off a nice screen pass. Once again, going to get down through the middle and get the hard yards. That it just makes the game so much easier when you have a good running back and he's getting the run game going. As you can see, it's making my opponent play lots of coverages I don't think he wanted to. So he leaves the middle absolutely wide open there. I think he was in cover 3, so I knew at some point my receiver over the middle would get open. Luckily, it was exactly the right time before I got sacked, and we're running the ball slowly but surely, getting further and further closer to the end zone. DeMarco Murray coming in here. We've been running the ball so much, obviously my opponent thinks we're going to run it. Going to go with a nice play action play. He doesn't get the sack, fortunately for me, and Kobe Fleener gets open, but that's what having a running back like DeMarco Murray does. It just made my opponent gamble on the run so often. He was sending a hell of a lot of blitzes, and they just weren't coming off for him. We nearly get a nice user pick there, or a user lurk, but we actually end up getting a user pick off that play, and that made my opponent quit out of the game. So into the next game, I was quite scared of this team. I mean, he has 98 Marshall Lynch, he has Johnson as middle linebacker, who is, I think, the best or the second best non-user coverage linebacker in the game. So that's always something to worry about when my opponent doesn't have to user him. But luckily for me, since I saw that, and on the outside I have Tyreek Hill, I know he's going to be open on this play because I think my opponent was just running cover 3 or cover 2. I think it was cover 3, and since I'm flooding that side of the field, it's not cover 3, it's cover 2. I'm flooding that side of the field. He's not going to have enough defenders there if I keep doing that play. And I was testing out with DeMarco Murray here whether he's going to stay in that formation. He did. So as you can see, Tyreek Hill, I think he's lined up against a linebacker there. So he's so much faster. He just gets open because the corner's playing the underneath route. And if it keeps working, I'm going to keep doing it. If it's not a conventional play, which this is not, it's sending him on a bit of a wheel route. It's just going to keep working. I know he's not changed his formation yet again. Once again, wide open, found the little gap, and Tyreek Hill gets in for a nice, easy touchdown for us. So I'm feeling pretty confident in this game. If my opponent's offense is good, I know I'm going to have to change up my offense on the next drive. But if I can get a stop here, I have a feeling he's going to quit out of the game. As you can see in the top right-hand corner, he was raging down the mic. I didn't actually have the volume on for this game, but he was raging down the mic quite hard. I'm mucking around a bit with the defence here, just playing around. He sends it deep, and we get a very nice back down there. I was quite worried at that point. I thought he was going to quite nicely get in behind my cornerback there and get in for the nice easy touchdown. Once again, Haley coming up with a big sack. Kuechly scoops it up and he gets in for a very, very nice defensive touchdown. And once again, getting a defensive touchdown makes my opponent quit. So we're through to the draft final. One of the other games really wasn't worth showing. It was just he quit on the opening drive once I got a pick. So there wasn't any point putting that in here. But this is the final game. My opponent actually stayed for a fair amount of time in this one. And as you can see, we're running quite a heavy pressure defense on him. So he's not going to be able to get the run going. He had Gordon at running back. I'm not sure if it was just 95 overall or not, but either way, he has a good 90 overall, good 95, and that play there is a sign of things to come. So very, very nearly getting the user pick with Kuechly there, just a little bit too slow, which is something that does worry me about Luke Kuechly quite a lot of the time. But he throws probably the worst pass I think I've ever seen in Madden. Throws it to around 3 of my players, and once again, we're going back to DeMarco Murray, running right up the gut, picking up the nice yardage. And the more I'm actually watching these replays, the more I notice how good the line was. The line were making so many plays. As you can see on the right hand side, Gabe Jackson is just keeping everyone off DeMarco Murray, and this is his trucking and elusiveness coming in one play. He stiff arms one guy, mini sort of trucks and stiff arms him at the same time, and just jukes between 2 players to get a very, to be honest, undeserved touchdown, I'd have to say there. Well, not totally undeserved, but it wasn't fully deserved. I mean, I picked the run, picked the right play, and fortunately for me, it did come off. And I forced my opponent to 4th and 1 on his, I think it's his first offensive possession here. He does go through, but we do make a nice strip fumble there. 1 man to beat, and we are going to cut inside nicely. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And make my opponent look like an absolute fool on that play. So we get a very nice defensive touchdown there. He did go for it on 4th and 1, so I think it was fully deserved that it didn't come off for him. Fair play to him for going for it on 4th and 1 and actually picking up, well, should have picked up the first down. But he ends up going 14-0 down, and we're still in the first quarter here. And he's trying to get the run game going. He really is trying, but for some reason, my defense is just coming up big against it. I mean, I'm not usually against the run well whatsoever. I'm just trying to follow the passes all game. And to be honest, it's not working for him. Nothing was consistently working for my opponent. And as you can see, the scoreline is definitely paying dividends to that. So all I didn't want to gamble on the run too much this game, because I thought if I gambled on the run, I don't have the best corners ever. So they can get burned deep fairly easily. So I'm just going to play, I'm 14-0 up. I'm going to play a little bit passive. I'm not going to send in too many blitzes. I'm just going to keep my guys in coverage. And that was one of the mistakes. I think putting Haley in coverage was definitely a mistake, because he's very, very good at blitzing. He's sort of like a clowny type outside linebacker where they just get to the quarterback so quickly, which, to be honest, I'm hoping will happen in the next draft. Very nice user pick there over the middle. Baited him into that. Went to the left. Knew I could still cut back to the right. And we get another pick. But unfortunately, we couldn't get a score off that. But we do stop him from scoring. So 14-0. Coming into the third quarter, all I'm trying to do is run down the clock at this point. I'm in the draft final. He's not a bad player, so I don't want to risk anything. I'm just going to try and pick up first downs where I can, nice and safely. Pick apart his defence where I can as well. Try and force the run a lot. So, as I was forcing the run, he is gambling on it quite a lot. 3rd and 11. Brandon Cooks comes up with an absolutely massive catch there, and we're going to try once again get the run going with DeMarco Murray, probably the MVP of the team so far. He was just picking up so many clutch first downs exactly when we needed them, picking up clutch yardage to set everything else up in the team. And as you can see, I'm just constantly running. I'm cutting out a few runs here and there because I don't want to show every run we do have. I'm trying to audible a bit to make my opponent think I'm not going to go for the run. I do go for the run. He sends, I think he sent 7 people there, but DeMarco Murray still comes up with the touchdown. And this is just the icing on the cake. Catches out of the backfield. That guy tackles, just absolutely didn't get anywhere near him. He just shrugged him off like he wasn't even there. Didn't even break stride. And once again, that's a 21-0 advantage for us, with DeMarco Murray coming up with a huge touchdown. Play action, didn't bite that on that whatsoever. For some reason, I decided to loop round and give my opponent the easy first down there. To be honest, he's still not lost this game. He still has 3 minutes, which is more than enough time in Madden to get the game back on his side. But what I'm going to try and do, once again, play nice and passive, not give him anything over the middle, not give him any easy first downs. And this play here, I think, sums up how good the draft team was. Luke Kuechly with an absolutely ridiculous pick. And that is the end of the draft. We end up winning off this because he ends up quitting. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed the draft. If you did, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel for new upcoming videos. And also like the video. I know I just said like the video, but don't forget to like the video. Get it to 20 likes so we can get some gameplay with that 88 overall draft tomorrow.